Welcome, my dear students. So excited to meet you again in another episode of our program for English language for first prep under the supervision of the Ministry of Education. أهلا بكم أعزائي الطلبة في حلقة جديدة من حلقات برنامجنا للصف الأول الإعدادي للغة الإنجليزية تحت رعاية وإشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. As you know, we have finished the first part of Unit 5, holidays. تمام؟ طيب, and today we are going to complete the unit and we are going to revise what we have talked about in the previous session and how can we use the past simple tense. تمام؟ Let's go. To start our episode, let's revise what we have taken in the previous session about the past simple tense. احنا قلنا ال past simple tense in the question or in the negative, I have to use the auxiliary did. With the interrogative, أو to make a yes or no question, I have to start with the auxiliary. لازم أبدأ بالauxiliary اللي هو did مع ال basic form of the verb اللي هو ال verb without adding anything من غير ما نحط له أي حاجة أو ال infinitive. تمام؟ طيب في حالة ال negative I have to add not to the auxiliary verb did هتبقى did not or didn't. تمام؟ طيب let's look at the schedule. This schedule sums up what we have said اللي احنا قلناه. ال auxiliary verb with did مع all the pronouns مع كل ال pronouns مع I, you, we, they, he, she and it. تمام؟ طيب if I want to use or to make a WH question لو محتاجة أعمل WH question I'll start with the WH question words اللي هو what, where, when, how مع using الauxiliary مع استخدام الauxiliary did. اوكي؟ برضو مع البيزك form of the verb مع استخدام البيزك form أو الverb without adding anything. تمام؟ في الانسرز I can say في الaffirmative yes I did or I can use the past form yes I did or yes I climbed a mountain. تمام؟ لكن في حالة النيجاتيف I have to use the auxiliary with not مع البيزك form يبقى هتبقى no they didn't they went to مثلا for example Alexandria. تمام؟ got it? Okay. Let's check our understanding by answering this exercise. Complete the past simple questions with the correct form of the verbs. Here I have space you وبعدين الverb went في past simple on holiday last year. If I want to complete this question, I have to add a excellent. I have to add the auxiliary did and I have to use the basic form of the verb. تمام؟ يبقى did you go on holiday last year. بعد كده برضو I have to add the auxiliary did and use the basic form of the verb stayed اللي هو هيبقى stay يعني الquestion هيبقى did you and your family stay in a hotel. حضرتك وعيلتك قعدتوا أو قضيتوا وقت في الأوتيل؟ How space you went to school. How of course did you went هيبقى excellent go. How did you go to school today? حضرتك ازاي رحت للسكول النهارده؟ What? Of course I have to add the auxiliary. What did you? What did you ايه بقى؟ Here I have to differentiate between using did as an auxiliary and using the verb do as the main verb of the question. What did you do on Saturday evening? تمام؟ حضرتك عملت ايه في Saturday evening؟ What? Of course did after the WH question word I have to add did. What did your mother bought? No, the basic form of the verb bought is buy. يبقى what did your mother buy at the market؟ والدة حضرتك اشترت ايه من السوق؟ The last one, what did you eat؟ No, of course. مع did مادام انا حطيت ال auxiliary verb did I have to use the basic form of the verb ate اللي هو هيبقى eat. يبقى what did you eat for dinner last night؟ تمام؟ I think now you are able to form a question in the past simple tense. Okay, rearrange to answer the questions. Did you go on holiday last year؟ حضرتك رحت رحلة last year السنة اللي فاتت؟ الانسر هتبقى yes I go to Alexandria. دي parts of the sentence اللي هو مديهالي عشان أنا المفروض أستخدمها to form an answer for this question. يبقى هتبقى yes I did I went to Alexandria. أيوة أنا رحت السنة اللي فاتت لألكسندريا. تمام. اللي بعده did you and your family stay in a hotel؟ حضرتك وعيلتك قعدتوا في أوتيل؟ الانسر هتبقى no we can by the lake. طيب let's form the answer together. of course هتبقى no we didn't. لا احنا ما عملناش كده. we camped by the lake. instead of staying in a hotel احنا عملنا camping next to the lake جنب الليك. how did you go to school today؟ حضرتك ازاي رحت المدرسة؟ I walk to school. ازاي؟ هتبقى بالظبط I walked to school. It's an affirmative sentence يبقى لازم نحط ال past form. اوكي؟ تمام؟ Rearrange to answer the questions. Let's complete. What did you do on Saturday evening؟ حضرتك عملت ايه في Saturday evening؟ I have dinner with my family. في الباست هتبقى yes I had dinner with my family. وهنا الverb have معناه to eat يأكل أو يتناول. يبقى I had dinner with my family. What did your mother buy at the market؟ الإجابة هتبقى إيه؟ without seeing the answer بقى هتبقى of course my mom bought fruit. ماما اشترت فواكه. The last one, what did you eat for dinner last night؟ حضرتك أكلت إيه امبارح على العشاء؟ We ate pizza. إحنا أكلنا بيتزا. تمام؟ Got the idea؟ Okay. Reading بقى. Here we are going to read an advertisement for learning English. في إعلان معمول to learn English but in London. In a course to be able to learn English. Let's read بقى. Learn English in London. Our students come from all around the world to study and learn in this exciting city. التلاميذ بتوعنا بيجوا من كافة أنحاء العالم عشان يدرسوا في المدينة الرائعة which is London اللي هي لندن. Holiday courses are for 1, 2 or 3 weeks. عادة الكورسز اللي معمولة في الهوليداي بتبقى for 1 or 2 or 3 weeks يعني أسبوع أو 2 أو 3. والword course هنا معناها a plan for studying or a set of sessions يعني مجموعة من الليكتشرز أو الحصص بنحضرها to learn about a specific subject. خلينا نشوف بقى آراء الستودنتس الموجودين في الكورس ده. I learned English and had a really great holiday at the same time. Of course, you are learning English in London. يبقى you have the both advantages. You are learning the language and you have fun in London. I bought a lot of souvenirs. My favorite activity was a ride on the London Eye. I bought a lot of souvenirs. يعني إيه كلمة souvenirs يا ولاد؟ What is the meaning of the word souvenir? Souvenir, it's a thing which I buy or keep to remind me of a special occasion or of a holiday. بشتري حاجة عشان تفكرني بمناسبة جميلة أو بأجازة أنا قضيتها في مكان معين. souvenir. تمام؟ My favorite activity was a ride on the London Eye. Look at the picture. Hey, can you see this moving wheel? This is the London Eye. The London Eye, it's a huge moving wheel in London next to Thames. والتيمز هو river في لندن، وهي فيها a glass side or a glass section to allow the riders or the people to see and look at the whole city. تخيل كده حضرتك راكب اللندن Eye and you have the opportunity to see the whole city in front of you. تمام؟ I think it will be so amazing experience. Number 2, I had a wonderful time at the language school. أنا قضيت وقت رائع في language school. I was there for 2 weeks. وأنا قضيت هناك 2 weeks، أسبوعين. It was nice to meet students from different countries. وكان شيء لطيف جدا إن أنا أقابل students من كافة أنحاء العالم أو from different countries، دول مختلفة. My favorite place was Windsor Castle. Windsor Castle يا ولاد it's the royal castle in London أو in Windsor. Windsor is a city in England. تمام؟ هي زارت Windsor Castle القلعة اللي موجودة في Windsor. We went there by train ورحنا هناك عن طريق القطر. And we walked all around the castle but we didn't see the queen. ما قدرناش نقابل الملكة. When I first came to the language school ده Georgian from Germany بيقول when I first came to the language school I was not very good at English. للأسف هو ما كانش كويس في الإنجليش. But the teachers helped me a lot. التيتشرز هناك ساعدوني كتير جدا to improve my skills أو to improve أو to enhance my language. The lessons were fun. والدروس كانت لطيفة جدا. And for homework we did interesting projects. عملنا مشاريع لذيذة ومشوقة عشان الassignments أو الhomework. I enjoyed speaking English. أنا فعلا استمتعت بفكرة التحدث بالإنجليزية. تمام؟ Got the difference between the opinions of the students? Okay. طيب, let's answer بقى the questions related to this advertisement. Read again and answer the questions and write full sentences. How long did Mona stay at the language school? هنا I'm talking about احنا قلنا previous experience يعني حاجة حصلت في الماضي. Series of actions started and finished in the past. يبقى how long did Mona stay in the language school؟ قضت قد ايه في language school؟ she stayed there for 2 weeks. احنا قلنا ان منى قضت 2 weeks أسبوعين. بعد كده what place did she enjoy visiting؟ ايه أكتر place هي استمتعت بزيارته؟ تمام. She enjoyed visiting Windsor Castle. هي استمتعت جدا لما شافت الوينزر كاسل. How did she get there؟ راحت هناك ازاي؟ Do you remember؟ Of course by train. راحت بالقطر. تمام. Did she see the queen؟ هي كان عندها الopportunity to see the queen؟ Of course not. He said no. No, she didn't see the queen. هي للأسف ما قدرتش تشوف الملكة. Let's complete. Was Georgian's English good when he first came to London؟ هل اللانجوج بتاع Georgian at the beginning أو at the first of his journey was very good؟ Of course not. هو قال it wasn't. No, it wasn't. هي ما كانتش good language. What homework did the students do؟ ايه الهومورك اللي جورجن اتكلم عنه وقال ان هو كان لطيف و interesting؟ بالظبط. They do interesting projects. They did interesting projects. هو عملوا مشاريع لطيفة ومشوقة. تمام؟ What did Laura buy؟ اشترت ايه؟ She bought a lot of souvenirs. اشترت حاجات لطيفة عشان تقدر تفكرها بالرحلة اللي هي عملتها. طيب let's read بقى about يعني one of the most interesting places for me which is Paris. تمام؟ Okay. And we will going to talk about the Eiffel Tower. تمام؟ let's read فاطمه's email. احنا قلنا what is the meaning of the word email? Email is an electronic letter. يعني letter بس I have to send it by my computer, by my laptop, by my mobile. تمام؟ الإيميل. طيب let's read بقى about فاطمه's email. خلونا نشوف فاطمة كتبت إيه لصاحبتها عن رحلتها لباريس. The email from Fatma to Azza, her friend Azza. Well, subject, my holiday. She's going to describe her holiday. I'm back from my holiday in Paris. I had a wonderful time. أنا قضيت وقت رائع. Paris is a great city for a holiday because there is so much to see and to do. يبقى باريس مكان رائع للزيارة لأن في حاجات كتير جدا ممكن تشوفها وممكن تعملها. عارفين كده they call Paris the city of light, مدينة النور. تمام؟ The food is delicious. I ate a lot of new things. For example, snails. الفود احنا عارفين ان French cuisine one of the most delicious cuisines all over the world. هو المطبخ الفرنسي من أحلى المطابخ في العالم. طيب الفود كان delicious. I ate a lot of new things وتناولت حاجات جديدة. For example, snails. السنيلز يا ولاد دي a type of seafood اللي هي small sea creature have a wet and soft body covered with a shell. تمام؟ القواقع السنيلز. اوكي؟ like the mussels, like the shrimps. اوكي؟ بس هي نوع من انواع القواقع. One day we climbed the Eiffel Tower. في يوم احنا قدرنا نطلع للآيفل تاور and from the top we had a view of the city. طبعا أكيد الفيو was awesome كان تحفة. From the top we had a view of the city. We visited museums and had a picnic in the Luxembourg Gardens. Luxembourg Gardens are gardens in Paris, so beautiful and so amazing. بجد حلوة جدا Luxembourg Gardens. We also went on a boat on the river Seine. احنا عملنا رحلة أخذنا البوت واتمشينا في السين أو يعني عملنا رحلة بحرية في السين. السين is a river in France. تمام؟ What a pity we didn't have time to go to the science museum. بس للأسف احنا ما كانش عندنا الوقت الكفاية لأننا نزور الساينس ميوزيوم. I also wanted to see the art of the Louvre. Okay? اللوفر يا ولاد one of the most important museums all over the world. واحد من أهم المتاحف الموجودة في العالم. In which you can see the Gioconda أو الموناليزا اللي هي drawn by Leonardo da Vinci. تمام؟ And you can see a lot of ancient Egyptian antiques. في قاعة كاملة معمولة للآثار المصرية في اللوفر. تمام؟ But it was closed. للأسف هو كان مقفول. Near our hotel there was a busy market. كان في سوق لطيف كده جنبنا. I bought a t-shirt. اشتريت t-shirt and some postcards. واشتريت postcards. I also bought you a souvenir. It's a very small Eiffel Tower. She bought a souvenir for her friend Azza. It's a very small Eiffel Tower. You can put it next to your bed. It has got a light on the top. ممكن تحطيه جنبك على جنب السرير عشان it has a light on the top. في إضاءة في الأعلى بتاعة التاور. تمام؟ Got it? Okay. See you soon, Fatma. At the end of the email, I have to wish good luck for my friend, to write see you soon, to write yours, and to write your signature أو to write your name. فاطمة. طيب. Let's answer بقى. 2 places she visited on her holiday to Paris. عايزين نختار two places، مكانين she visited on her holiday to Paris. ايه المكانين اللي هي راحتهم؟ تمام، she visited the Eiffel Tower and the Luxembourg Gardens. تمام؟ اوكي. Where she stayed، قعدت فين؟ Exactly, she stayed in a hotel. هي قعدت في اوتيل. Something she ate، هي قالت I ate a lot of delicious food. Food for example, I ate exactly snails. السنيلز، أكلت السنيلز. تمام. بعد كده two things she bought. She bought what؟ تمام. She bought a t-shirt and postcards. She bought a t-shirt and postcards. وكمان she bought a souvenir for her friend Azza. Something she didn't have time to. كان في حاجة ما قدرتش تعملها because she didn't have time. Go to the science museum. طبعا هي ما كانش عندها وقت تزور الساينس museum. Okay. Got it? Do you have any questions about this text? I think it's a very enjoyable one. أنا استمتعت جدا بقرايتها. تمام؟ طيب. Now let's go بقى to the writing part. خلينا نبدأ بالwriting part and to go to this or to move to this part, let's go to the board. تمام؟ Let's go. Okay, now we are going to move to the writing part. Okay, to write an email, we have a frame we have to stick with. First, we have to start with the header. الheader يعني to write the person or the sender of the email, to write the name of the sender and to write the name of the receiver to whom, and to write the subject or the main idea or the main topic or the title of the subject that you are going to talk about. تمام. Then الgreeting، التحية. You can say hi أو hello. تمام. الbody أو المين topic، information that I'm going to talk about. بعد كده closing to close your email أو to finish your email. You can write a very delicate sentence كده، يعني you can say best wishes, yours, see you soon. تمام. And at the end you have to write your signature أو to write your name. تمام. طيب بعد كده write an email about a holiday, answer the questions. We are going to write an email and we have to answer these questions at first. Where did you go? حضرتك رحت فين؟ I can say I went to Luxor. Who did you go with? I went with my family, with my relatives, with my best friend. تمام. Where did you stay? I stayed in a hotel. أنا قعدت في أوتيل. What did or didn't you do or see or visit and eat? إيه الحاجات اللي حضرتك عملتها والحاجات اللي حضرتك ما عملتهاش؟ How did you travel? ال means of transportation اللي حضرتك استخدمتها to travel to this place. By train, by plane, by etc. whatever, by car. Did you enjoy your holiday? هتدي a general idea كده أو brief أو conclusion about your opinion in your holiday. تمام؟ Okay. طيب إحنا عملنا instead of answering these questions we have written an email. Let's read the email in which we can answer all the questions, all the previous questions. تمام؟ ها الإيميل from سارة to دينا. ادي name of the sender and the name of the receiver. السبجكت I will talk about my holiday. أنا هتكلم عن أجازتي. الgreeting hi دينا. And the topic هنبتدي بقى ندي الانفورميشن اللي احنا عايزين نوصلها لدينا. Last month I went to Luxor with my family. دي الانسر of the first question. I went to Luxor with my family. أنا ذهبت للأقصر مع عيلتي and my cousins علي. And Salma came with us. وكمان سلمى وعلي اللي هم my cousins جم معانا. We stayed in the Winter Palace Hotel. احنا قعدنا في الوينتر بالاس. We visited الكارناك Temple. احنا زرنا ايه الاماكن اللي زرناها؟ زرنا الكارناك Temple اللي هو معبد الكارناك and the Valley of the Kings and the Queens ووادي الملوك والملكات. But we didn't have time to visit Luxor Museum. بس للأسف ما كانش عندنا وقت عشان نقدر نزور Luxor Museum أو متحف الأقصر. It was a great fun when we went on a boat on the River Nile. قضينا وقت لطيف جدا لما أخدنا مركب واتمشينا في النيل. The weather was so calm and peaceful. الجو كان هادي ومليان سلام. We saw a lot of monuments and ate delicious food. احنا اتفرجنا على الكثير من الآثار، اتفرجنا على آثار كتير قوي وأكلنا delicious food. We traveled by plane because it's easier. والمينز اوف ترانسبورتيشن اللي احنا استخدمناها كانت الطيارة لأن أكيد it's much easier. We enjoyed our holiday so much. أهي الكونكلوجن إن احنا قضينا وقت لطيف جدا في رحلتنا للأقصر. I bought you some souvenirs. Hope to like them. وأنا اشتريت لك بعض السوفونيرز اللي أتمنى إن هي تعجبك إن شاء الله. وat the end لازم أعمل الclosing. See you soon. Best wishes. Yours. Wish you good luck. تمام. And to write your name سارة. خلاص اللي هو the name of the sender الشخص اللي بعت الإيميل. تمام. Got the idea? I think now you're able to write an email by your own selves. Okay? تمام. At this point, I have finished the session and I hope that you enjoyed the session and understand all the points that we have covered in these sessions. See you next time, inshallah. Bye.